Hi guys, it's G, and I will show you how I turned an ever after phone coming CA Cupid into my own messenger of love. I started by applying 3 to 4 layers of sealant. Instead of MSC, I use a Liquitex Matt medium mixed with water. I decided that the right thing to do would be to sketch out her features instead of blushing, because I wanted to build the color values up high with a big variety. So I based her eyes out in green, add in pink for the waterline and tear duct, and white of the eyes, of course. I come back to define the eye shape with the neutral browns, and I also highlight around the eye to keep the shape always the same. I felt like I got lost while making her. I started with a clear concept of how I wanted her to look and what her character was, but I drew her design up almost a year ago when I first got her, and I feel like things just didn't add up and didn't work out how I wanted them to go. I don't know, I still kept pushing. But the real struggle was the eyebrows. I want them to look sad and melancholic, so I first tried to block them in with pastels. That didn't work out. Then I went back with pastels and needed erasers. Still nothing. So I took the kneaded eraser. I think I took everything off at some point and tried again with pencils in the same color family as her hair. But if things don't work out, just switch on, do something else, come back to them later. To seal everything, I use the same method as before, but I dab it on instead of brushing it on because I don't want to pick anything up. And a good tip is to always keep your blush clean. I said green. I think around attempt number 6 I understood finally where I was going with the eyebrows to get a sweet expression that I was now going for. I decided to take more inspiration from Korean makeup trends. I gave her a straighter eyebrow. It made her very cute and very aloof in a way. As I finally started giving in and not using my original concept as much, I started seeing her come alive, or maybe it was just the colors finally being built up so much. For her eyes to actually stand out more, I switched all my burgundies to a purple. I feel like the purple gave more depth and more warmth to the eye than before. For the pupils, I used a dark green. I didn't want to go in with a black or a dark brown because I felt like it would take away from the dreamy, soft color palette that I used. So I kept going in with darks and lights, trying to add more values, trying to add a pattern into the iris. I at some point think I sketched in a highlight even for the eye, so I could just keep an eye on her. Also, it's very important when you do these things to mirror everything you do from one side to the other side to keep things more symmetrical. It's also easier for you to work this way. But if you're going for asymmetry, then, go for it. I condole you. You are braver than me. Taking a break from the pencils, it's finally time for pastels. There's 2 reasons for the blush for me. First, I wanted to make her look even cuter and even youthfuler than she was, but she also had very bad stains on her cheek and chin, and somehow those stains never come out in pictures or video, but trust me, they were there. I tried everything I could, they just wouldn't come out. So I kept adding on the blush to mask them, because sometimes with pre-loved dolls you get them and you try to fix them up, but there are stains that just won't come off whatever you try. For the highlight, I wanted to accentuate the shape of her eye, and because I am taking inspiration from Korean makeup, I decided it would be a good idea to give her an Ageo cell. It's the puffy part underneath your eye, so it's highlighted and a shadow is put underneath it. It gives a more cute and youthful look for the doll, or well, in makeup as well, as they believe. I come in for the last details with darks and whites, darkening everything I think should be darker. To make her glow a bit more, I used one of my own highlighters to accentuate all the pinks and stuff. I added it onto where her makeup is. Well, her whole face is makeup, but still, to fix any mistakes I made on the lash line, I took black acrylic and then I dot in the eye shines, and I add shine dots to her cheeks as well to build up the glow a bit more. For the eyes, I use one big dot and two small dots right underneath it. And as a final touch to seal off the face, I'm used the same Liquitex thing as before. For her clothes, I decided to make a skirt using 3 different types of ribbons. I measured the smallest to her waist, measuring a piece twice as long from the medium piece, and I repeat the same step using the piece that I just cut. I make a running stitch along the longer of the medium width pieces, and then I mark the centers and pin together the edges and the centers to match. I do this so both sides will be the same length when I gather my running stitch. You can do this more along the length as well if you want to. This is just something I feel comfortable with. To secure the two together, I use a simple running stitch. You can use if I would remember stitch names, I would tell you. I'm gonna link something in the description. I repeat the same process on the smaller one as well, but this time I secure it to the smallest width ribbon. For the white piece of the ribbon, I just fold it, I make a box pleat, and then I pleat everything inside so it looks like a bell. And again, I will attach it to the waistline of the skirt. So I add in pearls as decoration for the folds on the upper layer, I think. And for the bodice, I didn't want to make it, so I decided to paint it on her. I first base it out in pink, then I come back with whites. I wanted to do a scallop edge, so just drawing half circles along the hemline. Then I fill them all in as well, so it doesn't matter if the brush strokes are messy, because you are gonna come back and clean it all up with another layer of pink. This to build up the opacity and to just like cover everything that you didn't like while making the scallop. To seal it all in, I use a mixture of high gloss varnish and my own highlighter. Again, I'm gonna use that all over the pink parts of her outfit. I coat her in 1 to 2 layers. It depends what you want. I personally sew the clothes onto the dolls. If you want, you can add a snap at the back of the skirt, it would work as well. You just can't. I like a snug fit. You just can't have a snug fit. For the shoes, I decided to glue the ribbon at the back, and it's held up by small stitches at every crossing, and then you just add stuff because all the sewing is done. Get your glues, hot glues, super glues, and add everything on that you want. And for the bows, I use a fork. I will link something in the description for that as well. And everything I'm putting on her shoes is just stuff that I found, stuff that is nail accessories. I use pearls, glitters, and a dotting tool. If the tip of your dotting tool is wet, it's easier to put the things onto the glue dots. The glue has to dry a bit, but you're almost done. I had so much fun making her. I had so much fun trying to film her, and of course taking photos and stuff. Of course my camera work is very shaky and my editing is subpar, but do you guys want to see more? Do you guys have any projects you would want me to see? If you're interested in anything, just leave it in the comments. If you have any questions, tell me. I will get to you. I will answer everything I possibly can. There are a couple of things I didn't show on camera, but maybe another time. It would be very cool if you guys would throw a like, comment, subscribe, and check out my Instagram for more. See you next time.